Hey everybody, Jason Barlow here with Sell for 1% with Jamie and Dave. Obviously, I'm the best looking Barlow of the bunch. You guys know we're big time listing agents in the city, and we do a lot with sellers. But today we want to talk to you more about what we do with the buyers. We do represent a lot of buyers as well. For the first 10 years of my career, all I did was buyers. Dad, the old man, was the lister, and I was the buying agent. And so, we bring a lot of experience to the table, and want to show you kind of what we do on the back end with the way we build searches and what our entire approach is. With that said, let's get into this here. This is the Columbus MLS system. And so right here, this is everything that's on the market, right? But that's including things in contract. So let's look at what's actually available. So these are homes at 3,077 homes, and that is the entire market. And so when I say the entire market, I mean up here around Marion, down to Chillicothe, and from Springfield out towards Zanesville. That's our typical area that our market covers. Most people looking in Columbus and Franklin County, there's 1,300 available. And so, that's kind of what's driving all this craziness for our sellers is supply and demand. We sell, about 3,300 homes a month in Columbus in any given month. And spring obviously is typically a hotter time of year than the winter is. So when there's 1,300 homes for sale and we're selling 3,300, I mean, it's not hard to do the math. It's a feeding frenzy for the buyers. Jamie, I know you're out there working a lot with buyers right now. I'll kind of keep playing with the search here, but I don't know if you want to take it over and talk about kind of what you're seeing in the marketplace, and then we'll get back to the search here.
Yeah. And obviously, with the MLS, it gives us a chance to really narrow down your search. And I think a big part of helping a buyer out, I have a lot of buyers that are looking on Zillow, do their own thing. But with the MLS, I mean, not only can we narrow your search down and really find the house to your dreams, but the moment that house hits the market, we have a tool to update you ASAP where you get an email. If the house hits the market, hits the MLS at 12 o'clock, you're getting an email at 12 o'clock. We then have a chance to, go take a look at the house, and just the other day, I wrote an offer in a house with some buyers, and, potentially, you're writing an offer before, Joe Schmo looking on Zillow even has a chance to see it's on the market, and can really give you a competitive edge, especially when we're talking about with supply and demand. There just not being that much inventory out there. You got to really take as many advantages and shortcuts as you can to get yourself in a place to buy a house here. And so, point of this video, we're going to, show you what we can do to narrow your search and kind of the tools we can utilize to help you find the house of your dreams.
So here's the crazy stat of the day. According to the U.S. Census Bureau, there's about 505,000 houses in Franklin County. 505,000 houses in Franklin County. Of that, there's 1,277 that are available for sale. And so, as Jason said, 33,000, 35,000 houses a year are being sold. And we only have 1,300 or thereabouts available for sale in Franklin County. You want to be able to put yourself in a position to be able to get notified immediately as that house comes on the market. And the only way to do that is to work with someone like us who can get you set up in a search through the MLS system here. And we'll show you how we do this real quick. As soon as that house comes on the market that meets your parameters, you're going to get an email. And that email is going to say, hey, house at 123 ABC Street just came on the market. And if something that you want to go take a look at, make contact with us. We'll get you in immediately. And as Jamie said, even before it gets out onto the internet, to Zillow, Realtor.com, or any other real estate website out there, you're going to know this house is on the market. And because you have firsthand information, the key in this market is to get in before the herd gets in.
Right.
And if you can go see it in a half hour or an hour as it hits the market, you're going to put yourself in a much better position to be able to write an offer and to be able to get the house of your dreams versus going in a day or two and fighting with 50 other offers. One of the things that's happened with me and Jason here just in the last couple of weeks, between the two of us, in the last 2 weeks, we've put 10 houses on the market. All 10 houses are in contract at or above the asking price. And a number of those were in multiple bid situations where we had more than one contract come in. So don't put yourself in a position that you're Johnny come lately and, oh, I wish I could have bought that house. Work with someone like us, and we'll be able to get you information as it hits the market. And then we make ourselves available. There's a whole group of us here that if I can't come show you, then Jamie can go show it. If Jamie can't show it, Jason's available. If Jason's not available, Mike's available. We'll get somebody over there to open up this house so you can get in and take a look. So, Jay, you've already set up a little search here real quick. Explain what you did.
Well, and before I dive into this, I want to dovetail what you guys are saying, which is, you know, the last 3-4 buyers that I've sold houses to, what the old man's saying is exactly how that scenario played out. House hit the market, MLS search went to the client before it's on Zillow, before it's on Realtor.com. Client texts me, hey, Jay, I want to go see this one. And actually, one of the nights I couldn't go. It was my anniversary. And so I had somebody else go show the house at 8 o'clock at night. But seriously, the last 3-4 deals of buyers, I'm there at 7, 8 o'clock at night. We look at the house. We write the offer in the kitchen before we leave. And it's in contract before midnight. And the home hasn't been on Zillow. It's not on Realtor.com. Nobody knows about it. And we're swooping in and buying these things and avoiding the bidding war. And if you've been looking for any amount of time in Columbus, Ohio, that is the key, is avoiding the bidding war. It gets nutty. I mean, me and Dad see it on the listing side. People come in 20, 30,000 above asking. They're waiving the appraisals or waiving the inspections. I mean, who would buy a house like that, right? So what we do is we get you there first and avoid the bidding war. That's really the key. Is, you know, we have a lot of outside the box approaches, and we'll go through a couple of them. What I set up here was, this is Franklin County under 350. There's 573 houses. That's condos, single families. That's crazy. And so why are you buying today? You know, it sounds like a good time to wait, doesn't it? You know, well, prices have been going up the last 5-6 years. So you can roll that dice and you can wait and see what prices do in the next 5 to 10 years. And all the experts say 1 million people are going to move here. So while we can't predict the future, we don't have the crystal ball. We don't see things slowing up in Columbus. So, you know, I know, like me personally, I'm listing my condo next week. My plan is to buy and keep riding the wave on up. So, you know, that I know I've had some buyers that have opted to sit on the sidelines, and that $300,000 house in Olentangy, it's now $450,000. So, you know, and the reason why you buy now is interest rates are crazy good. You know, the rates are down around 3% right now. When I bought my place again 10 years ago, my rate's 5.5. It was the best rate of all time. And, you know, now we're down around 3. So we'll see how things go, but there's not much for sale. You got to get there first. And not to keep beating the dead horse, but I mean, that's why I tell all my buyers, the name of the game in this market is speed. And that's what makes us deadly, is we're there right away. We're there before everybody else. So let's show you some of the things that we do here. Now, everybody knows on Zillow and Realtor.com, you can, you know, put your bedroom filters in. We know we're looking for a 3-bedroom, you know, or if you're like me, you need 5 bedrooms.
As the family grows.
Full baths. Now, one thing that I do when I set my searches up is, this one's kind of weird to people. It's called total baths. This includes half baths too. And so we'll set this up at 3. Now we can go.
if we can just real quick, Jay, as you're doing that, I think one of the cool things that we can do with the MLS that you can't do pretty much anywhere else is to go in and look at a neighborhood, or go in and look at like an area. So like you have your overlays for Clintonville or Harrison West, or, you know, whatever it may be. Or if there's a particular neighborhood within Hilliard that, you know, I want to be over at Roberts and Rome Hilliard Road, that we can draw a map and drill this right down to the just a 2 or 3 street section that, again, you can't get that anywhere else.
Well, and these are actually truly you can't get anywhere else, because these don't even come with the MLS. These are things that that we've built over time, and then we save them. And so, like, here's the German Village boundary map. And so, if someone calls me and says, "Hey, I'm looking German Village, I'm looking Old Town East," you know, whatever these areas are, we've already built them all in. And so we can ship them to you. And let me take off some of our criteria.
And I think that that's actually one of the very coolest things that we can do, again, to give you an advantage, that you're not looking at, you know, 43, you know, 205, and you're getting the entire zip code. We can drill it down to a specific 2 or 3 street region.
And yeah, here are 3 super hot neighborhoods: Southern Orchards, in the shadow of Children's Hospital. Everybody knows Old Town, and then of course German Village. I mean, so we can filter out all these areas in between that you have no interest in. You know, you don't want to be in Old Oaks or in Marion Village. Well, you don't need to search by zip code. We can nail this down. Now here's one of my favorite ones. And I came up with this a long time ago as a buyer agent. Again, the market's super competitive. One way to search here is by, and everyone, you know, knows days on market. There's one that I do. It's called status change date. So this is what a status change is a price reduction, back on the market, a new listing. So it's a little different than days on market. I want to find something that hasn't even had it, because you could be on the market 90 days, but let's say you dropped the price last week. I don't want those. I want to see ones that have been on the market and haven't had any changes in the last 90 days. So now I've narrowed it down to 16 of them. So here's 16 properties in these 3 hot neighborhoods. These are prime for low balls. These guys are sitting around, no action, not able to sell. It's the best market in the history of mankind, and they can't sell, and they're going stale. These are the ones that come in and say, "Hey, you're asking 380. Would you take 330?" And see what happens. You know, worst thing they're going to say is no. You know, then you're never going to hurt our feelings. I mean, look, we're a family business. I get all kinds of crap from these 2 guys, so, you know, trust me, I got thick skin. You know, you're never going to hurt my feelings.
Well, here's another one real quick, Jay, that I think is a great market to look in, is home sale contingent contracts.
Yes.
Because what that means is somebody has gone into contract contingent on somebody else selling their house. And most of the time, those contracts are written with escape clauses that will allow the seller, if they get another offer that's better, to kick the first offer to the curb and take the second offer. Now, the key is that the reason why those are good to look at as potential homes to buy is simply because Zillow, Realtor.com, and every other real estate website does not show those on the market, because once it's shown in contingent contract, Zillow thinks that it's in contract. But there's a clause there. It says, hey, if somebody brings me a better deal that can close faster, I can kick this deal to the curb. And Jay, you just pulled up the search. How many of those are available?
I'm kind of shocked. There's 106 of them.
Yeah.
So there's
a great opportunity that we can, again, take a look at for you, that they are available if you come along with the right deal. So there's all kinds of things that we can do on the backside to get you into a house that nobody else is doing and or can do.
Yeah, the contingent escapes are really a great one. That's a really good one that a lot of realtors don't even really know what these mean. I mean, so what you have here is active listings. What Dad was talking about, the ones that have an escape clause. So these sellers, these are homes that they're active. This is an active status, but they're not on the internet. No one knows about them, but we can come in and bump people out. These ones are contingent on financing and home inspection. So look, we have almost the exact amount of active listings are currently in contract too. I mean, so we're really running at a month's supply. It's pretty crazy, guys. Lien holder release, these are short sales. So these are pre-foreclosure sales. And yes, we do pre-foreclosures, we do foreclosures. And then we have ones that are pending. Those are solid. There's no contingency, typically cash offers. And then things off market or expireds. And again, we can look at ones that haven't sold. We can go into expireds and say, hey, what didn't sell last week and came off the market? And we can come in and lowball these guys. We've been known to do that. We can narrow this thing down by condos, single families. If we're looking for new builder in here, we have auctions, bank owned, short sales, estates, HUDs, relos, VA sales, and again, I've been doing this 15 years, so I came up during the foreclosure crisis. I mean, this is my bread and butter, is finding bank-owned stuff. We can search by neighborhoods. We already showed you schools, counties. We can get into fenced yards, first floor masters. My personal favorite, check this one out. Looking for an interior elevator. We got 4. So
that's when you get really old.
Yeah. So it's cool. There's all kinds of good stuff. You're looking for a pool, whatever, finished basements, water views.
I think the key is that we can search for about any way you want, 1,001 ways. And the key is, if you're serious about buying something, give us a call and we'll be able to help you out, guaranteed.
Yep, and if you see something out there, even if it's on Zillow, call or text us. We'll get you in same day. I mean, that's how we put food on the table for our families. We'll get you in same day. We're not part-time. We show homes at 8, 9 o'clock at night. We take phone calls at 10 o'clock at night. No gimmicks. We're full service.
All right. Well, main thing is, where's the phone number? We have a phone number on here?
Somewhere we got a phone number.
Give us a call. There it is.
614-451-6616.
There you
Thanks,
go.
Dave. 614-451-6616. Take care,
guys. That was a good one. Thank you.
See you soon. Bye-bye.